Hey, what's up? This is Chosen. Wake up, it's Monday morning, June 28th, and this video is going to be getting you caught up on everything you need to know heading into this week for Raid Shadow Legends. So let's get into it. Alrighty, so first of all, I do have most things set up, but bear with me. I'm still going to be tweaking and optimizing things. Like my audio might sound a little bit different. It should be better than the last video I made though, but I'm excited to be back. I missed you guys. Haven't been part of the raid community for about 3 or 4 days now during the hectic moving and having to reassemble everything here at my place and get everything out of boxes. I'm still going to be getting things organized for about a week or so probably. You know how it is when you move, but at least I've got most of my studio set up like normal to get back to the daily grind, streaming and doing videos because I missed it and I'm excited to be back. And first things first, I know I covered this in my last video, but a quick reminder that later this week we are supposed to have a Fragment Summon event starting for this new champion right here, Versulf the Grim. Now I think the community sentiment on this is more towards the negative side. I think it's more towards there's been so much going on in the game lately, so many fusions and things that I'm probably just gonna go ahead and sit this one out because this guy doesn't seem insane, which I think is fair. I don't think he seems insane. You've got the A1 with some CC. You could probably book it up to like a 75% chance. He's got some self-shielding, which is going to be good for solo content, maybe decent for really early game helping progress. Then you've got an A2. It's going to be an AoE and can probably help with the leech. Kind of like a really good early game mechanic. That's some consistent sustain for your damage dealers by placing that leech. It's like a lifesteal set for your whole team. And then you've got the increased defense buff on all allies, which increased defense is not as common as you would think. So a pretty decent buff there, and then helping with the ally protection. So I think he's decent. I just don't think he's insane. I don't think he's gonna be like a Torment or a Rotos fusion when that came out. So I think the community is mostly right on this one. I never recommend skipping fusions. If you can do it, I want to see people do it because you never know when things are going to get balanced or what content is going to come out in the future that a legendary might be really good. And I would hate to recommend that people don't do something and then end up having them be like, oh my gosh, I wish I didn't listen to him. I wish I would have done the fusion because this guy would be insane here. So even though the champion on its surface does not seem insane or super high value, I still recommend, if you're able to realistically do so, to go for the Fragment fusion. That way you don't end up in a position in the future where you regret not doing so. And obviously we just had a massive Void weekend. Now I admittedly was kind of out of the raid community this weekend, so I missed a lot of what was going on. I didn't even get to pull my Void shards. I was hoping to be able to get set up and stream and pull for the Void events going on. But it looks like I'm going to be saving up for the next Void events that go down, and then we'll be going crazy at that point with my Void shards. But I hope the Void weekend was fun for you and you were able to get something game-changing for your account. And if you're curious about the rotation of how the shards are expected to work, if Plarium goes by the status quo, it usually goes Ancient, Sacred, Void in terms of the 2x rotation. So next should be Ancient shards that will be boosted here in about 12 days or so. Which means that this weekend, there will probably be some sort of 10x or different type of summoning event. And then the weekend after that, like on the Thursday or Friday or whatever, is when the 2x Ancients will launch. And of course, remember, we have got clan versus clan starting tomorrow. So gear up your resources and get ready if that's something that your clan participates in. You're going to want to be a little bit careful in terms of managing after the reset. Maybe save your faction wars and things like that for when the clan versus clan is live. Would hate to see you do a bunch of stage 21 faction wars and miss out on those thousands of points for the clan versus clan match when that launches. Then in terms of what is going on in game, we actually don't have a tournament live right now, which is very rare. Typically we see tournaments and events live all the time, but recently we have had some moments in time where there's not multiple things going on, which depending on some of you out there probably think it's a good thing, some of you probably think it's a bad thing. But yeah, we had the Fire Night, the Classic Arena, and the Champion Chase all end, and we do not currently have a tournament live in game. But then if we head on over under the events, we've got a few things going on. The Fusion warm-up is definitely something you're going to want to focus on because these are typically very easy points for you to go ahead and scoop up. It's mostly just like a shout out to the players that are being active daily and focusing on getting these easy points. Because as you see, it goes up to 80 points, and then down here, mystery shards are worth 1. So you can probably do this in the next couple days or so with mystery shards. If you're diligent about buying them in the market, farming the campaign, and playing the game, you should be able to max this out if you're being really active and diligent about it in terms of getting it done. Then we've also got the Dungeon Divers. It's going to be starting tomorrow. It says 19 hours, so look forward to that. We'll see what rewards are up for grabs in there. We can see a legendary book on there, so that's always promising. And then champion training. There's always a champion training going on, but you do have a legendary book at 11,000. That's a lot of points, though. Right now, I would probably focus on gearing up your account more towards preparing for this weekend to make sure you're in a good spot for when the Fragment Fusion events are going to launch. So mainly doing the Fusion warm-up and just kind of managing your account optimally to prepare for double dipping your points for Clan vs. Clan that's launching tomorrow. And I like to give you guys a quick reminder on Mondays that it is Arena Reset Day. You can see here that I have dropped to Gold 3 just barely overnight because of the rank resetting. And dropping a rank can mess up your clan boss teams and your dungeon times and your faction wars. So make sure you get to your proper arena tier before you kind of dive in to getting all your daily stuff done, especially on Reset Day. And then in the tag team arena, try to be a good sport and set your defenses to just be a bunch of like low-level champions or just like one-person defenses, so we can all farm for a few days in 3v3 arena, nice and easy to scoop up some CvC points and some of those bizarre gold bars. And the Doom Tower is down to its final week, so you're going to want to focus on getting as high as you can in terms of the floors on the Doom Tower and start working on the secret rooms, because here in a few days it is going to be coming to an end. We are on the final week, and when this Doom Tower does end, I am going to be launching a new free-to-play competition, so I'm going to be working on that this week and get you the details on exactly what that is going to be. With the next iteration of the Doom Tower, we are going to launch that. So now let's pop on into the shop and see if there's anything worth going over here. We've got epics and legendaries, and then 4 and 2 on the chicken, and then 12 times 4 is 48 brews. Boom, 2.17. A pretty decent offer for high spenders. Low to mid-tier spenders may want to hold off and prioritize shards and prioritize waiting for the fusion. The monthly pack grades out as a 2.45. The mega mix pack may be worth plugging in here. We've got 40, 160 brews and 350 gems. Lots of chicken here, so we're gonna go 8 and 10 on the chicken. Okay. And then 5 days of XP. Boom, 2.01. There's no books or shards, which is pretty expensive for $50, so that would be a pass for me. These mini mixes grade out as like a 5 on the offer sheet, depending on which one you get. So these are an amazing offer for accounts that, especially accounts that are early to mid game, when the ancient shards and the chicken have a lot more value. So if you ever see these mini mix packs that are basically 2 for the price of 1, half off, whatever you want to call it, these 101% extra mini mix packs, these are incredible offers for progression and getting you just kind of general stuff for your account. And then we've got the faction accessories, which these are definitely the opposite of that. They are not typically good offers to go after. So I would recommend skipping the faction accessories. So if anything, if you're lucky enough to get the mini mix pack offer on your account, that is a good one to get, or the monthly pack. And then the great deal mix pack is a pretty decent one for high spenders. But spending that much money, when you get to like $30, $40, $50, I like to get some shards in there to have some upside in terms of account progression that you can save for events. Alright, so that covers it for what I wanted to get done in this video, and yeah, it's good to be back. I'm going to be heading on over to stream if you're watching this video right when it comes out. It's going to be my first stream from the new place, so hoping that goes alright, and there'll be a link down below in the pinned comment where you can see if I am live or not still. I'm going to try to be live for a couple hours here, just kind of hang out and say hi to everybody and play some raid and run some quizzes and do some fun stuff over on stream to kick off the new week here if you want to stop by and say hi. So that'll do it for this one. As always, thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.